Mahomes 4-1, while Mahomes is 4-0 when the two showdown in the playoffs. The Chiefs have won 5 of their last 6 games and are now the favorites to win the Super Bowl heading into Week 9 with the Lions, Packers, and Bills not too far behind. Now, we all know that the Chiefs, came up to a rough start to start this season. Cam, I want to go to you first. Yep. Should the Chiefs be favored to win the Super Bowl based off of what you've seen so far?
They are favored to represent the AFC to me. But if I'm making a bold statement, the Super Bowl champion will come out of the NFC this year. Ooh. Why? It's because when you look at what the AFC is against, I want to say Indianapolis, but they're still too inexperienced in the playoffs. I want to say Denver and my guy Bo Nix, but you got a veteran head coach, but you're still too inexperienced in the playoffs. And I do want to say the LA Chargers, but you still are inexperienced at the quarterback position in the playoffs. When you start to look at those opportunities for the Kansas City Chiefs, there's not a person that's sane in the brain that will go against the grain. Ooh, that was a bar.
That's a bar.
I'm trying to
a little bit. That's a little bit bar.
It's sane in the brain that will go against the grain that will bet on Patrick Mahomes losing to any one of those 3 teams that I mentioned. When you start to look at teams coming out of the NFC, Philadelphia Eagles, the Green Bay Packers, the Detroit Lions, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Seattle Seahawks, the Los Angeles Rams, it's a different type of ball, and they're doing it with the physicality that will be needed to dominate. And when you see certain things, it shows up in a different style.
Let me simplify this for you. The answer to this question is hell no. Ain't no Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs being the favorites. The Philadelphia Eagles should be the favorite.
Ooh.
Let's get that out the way. You understand? We did not see the Kansas City Chiefs lose in the Super Bowl. We saw them get their ass kicked. We saw them get beat down. Now, if I'm fresh off of whipping you know what? Why should I be an underdog next go round? Detroit just got it handed to them by Kansas City a few weeks ago. You could be that underdog. Sam Darnold, what's he going to do in the playoffs? If you Seattle, you could be an underdog. The Rams, as stud as they are, it might be a piece here, there missing. Aaron Donald ain't there no more. Yeah. You can understand it. San Francisco got Mac Jones as their quarterback. Brock Purdy ain't even in there. You can understand that. Baker Mayfield is balling, and I get that. But Godwin, Ibuka, Evans, are you going to be healthy? That's a question mark. Dallas Cowboys, they the Alice Cowboys. They have no defense. You can't mention them. You can't mention them. Green Bay, you gave up 40 to Dallas, okay, and settled for a tie. I don't know about you right now, but I know about them damn Eagles. I know what happens when Jalen Hurts is sitting opposite of Patrick Mahomes. I know what happens when A.J. Brown is sitting opposite of Kansas City. I know what happens when Devontae Smith and Goddard and Saquon and the offensive line. I know what they can do because I saw them do it. So when I'm looking at Kansas City, yeah, you could come out of the AFC, but let me tell you something right now. No matter what confidence they have, it dissipates quite significantly when they know it's the Eagles on the opposite sideline. Okay? That's all I'm saying. The Eagles are the one team that can qualify as Kansas City's kryptonite. And that's where I'm coming from with it. Hell no, there ain't no damn
Say less real quick, and I'll put it this way. Help me out real quick, Stephen A. The general manager of the Philadelphia Eagles is who?
Howie Roseman.
Okay, and the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles is who?
Sirianni.
Nick Sirianni. They literally built a team to beat Kansas City.
That's right.
Literally. From the receivers options to the running back options to things like that. They are built to literally walk in anybody's trap and take over the trap. The thing that's deflating sometimes is when you have that skill set and you still don't showcase it on a consistent basis. That's one thing. When you talk about what Jalen Hurts has been able to do, he gets excited and he shows up more than anybody versus Patrick Mahomes more than any other quarterback, and you have to take that into consideration. So when you're talking about Super Bowl favorites, it is the defending Super Bowl champions in the Philadelphia Eagles because of their roster and what they're capable of dominating, and they have showed to dominate. And even with this year, it wasn't pretty.
Yeah.
But like I always say, I would take an ugly loss before I'll take an ugly win before
yeah.
I take a pretty loss.
Yeah.
It's still an L.
Look, the Eagles have been trying to figure it out to start this season on offense. However,
Devontae Adams on that team, too. He better than Devontae?
Devontae Smith.
statistically.
No, Devontae Adams. Just talking about Devontae Adams, too, though.
Okay, Devontae Adams.
The
Okay.
local Devontae Smith. I see where you're going. You're trying to play to the crowd.
You see where I was going.
Yeah.
But, I would say A.J. Brown, too. How he ain't going to be in there? A.J. Brown.
There you
I mean,
go.
if it's that,
A.J. Brown will tell you he ain't in there because they don't
he
get
top
the ball
5,
enough.
man. I know you going off statistics, but I'm just saying all in all.
Yeah.
Top 5. I
I
got
know
to
he's
have
a
my
stud.
pick.
Well, listen, he's a stud. A.J. Brown's a stud. The brother big time.
Emerald?
Say what?
St. Brown?
That's what I would have said. If we would have our list,
Yes.
I would have put Jackson Smith and Jigba at 5. I would have put Amon-Ra or CeeDee Lamb at 3 or 4. There's no debate with
top
Mark
three.
Taylor
Yeah.
and Justin Jefferson. But the sad thing is about this. Just imagine having them in college. Lord have mercy.
I know.
We're talking about college. Lord have mercy. But Amon-Ra St. Brown reminds me
I thought
of a
about him.
receiver
I thought about
that I played with is Steve Smith.
Exactly.
He is probably the most pound-for-pound best receiver, all-around receiver of what he brings. Not only in the pass game, not only in the route running game. Deep threat, short threat, all threat. Amon-Ra. Now, I'm going to also say that another thing that you can tell a lot about a receiver is this. How does he block on the perimeter?
Oh, damn it.
Is he physical? No. Don't do that. Don't do that, Stephen Anthony. Don't do that, Stephen Anthony. Don't do that, Stephen Anthony. But the point I'm saying is he's the pound-for-pound best receiver in the league.
Okay.
He's physical.
Not the dance.
Don't matter how tall or how big he is. He brings a dynamic to the receiver position that a lot of guys aren't even willing to do. So I'm a major Amon-Ra St. Brown fan.
You know what, Stephen A., what kept Amon-Ra St. Brown off this list?
You know what? It was a struggle because, damn it, I was thinking about, I'm like, how am I going to keep him off the list?
Yeah.
I mean, I
But
like
he
him.
hurt, though. You said right now.
I said right
You know what
now.
he doing,
That's
though.
number one. And number
You
two,
know
I'm
he-
thinking about the bevy of weapons Detroit has.
I know what you're doing
What am I doing?
because he's leading receiving yards right now. That's why you want to know.
That's fair. That's fair. But the other thing is, I'm looking at the multitude of weapons. Gibbs, Montgomery, Jameson Williams, all of these cats. They got, they got a lot of weapons in Detroit. You feel what I'm
Don't
saying?
forget about them two boys in Philly, though, man. Don't do that.
I'm not doing that.
No.
I believe in both of them.
No, this
I
is the
believe in
thing.
both of them.
This is
that.
the thing about Philly. They have the dynamic duo where it would be almost disrespectful if you say they have a number 1 and number 2. They have two number ones.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
And they still doing the bare minimum
that.
with that.
And they still
and you see
asking
what-
for the ball.
And you see what my boy did without A.J. last week.
Up for show.
Come on, man.
Up for show. Devontae
All
Smith
I'm
is a
saying
dog.
is
Like
they
that.
still asking for the ball. These
Okay,
brothers
watch
ain't
this right
asking
here,
for the
though.
ball. These brothers
Let's
ain't
see.
asking for the ball.
Earlier,
They don't need to ask for
let
the
me go
ball.
here. Earlier in the year, what CD do versus the Eagles? He could have won the game for him, but what'd he do?
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm just saying he a heck of a player. I love him, but I'm just telling you,
All right,
versus my
now.
Eagles, what'd he do?
Man, I
But
mean,
the
Put him in the top. I don't know, man.
Deshaun making a good case. Deshaun, what would
I
you
can't
grade?
believe
What
I
would you
slipped.
grade this list right here?
He got about an 85%. I give you about an 85.
85.
Ocho Cinco. 85%.
Cam, what you grading that? We going percentages?
Man, you know, I always got to give Steve and Steve and Anthony a hard time. I'm going with a C-.
C-.
Come on, man.
Why?
Come on, man.
It's because he was Captain Obvious with these two. He could have ChatGPT'd or Googled or Wikipedia,
Googled.
Siri, Gemini, this whole list. Tell us something that we don't know. I mean, be a little controversial.
I mean, come on. Look at you. I'm talking receivers. You bringing up blockers. I mean, what you supposed to do? Ain't nobody think about that.
What you
We got
say,
Deshaun Jackson here. You
Steve?
bringing
You
up
said the
blockers.
list is fluid, though. The list is fluid. It's fluid. It's fluid. All right, let's take a break here on First Take. Plenty more coming up, guys.